In this video, we'll show you how to install Harley-Davidson audio powered by Rockford Fosgate. Welcome back. I'm Eric with Rockford Fosgate, and today we're going to show you how to install our new subwoofer kit on a 2024 Harley-Davidson Road Glide ST. This process is identical for the 2024 Street Glide and the 2023 and newer CVO models. If you're installing a primary subwoofer kit for the brake side, you'll also need to purchase a secondary audio amplifier and a secondary amplifier harness kit. If you're installing a secondary subwoofer on the clutch side, you'll need the secondary subwoofer and the secondary subwoofer installation kit. Now in this video, we'll cover both the installation of a complete dual subwoofer system. During the installation process, we may refer you to the product I-sheets and the Harley-Davidson service and repair manual. We include a paper copy of the product I-sheet with your kit. If you do not have a service manual, it can be purchased through your local Harley-Davidson dealership. Now, to help guide you through the installation, you'll see these icons appear in the lower part of your screen. The first icon will refer to the Harley-Davidson service manual and the repair manual for your make and model. The second icon is for your product I-sheet, illustrating the detailed installation process and the tools needed. Now, to get started, we want to remove the main fuse to prevent the motorcycle from accidentally starting. First, make sure to disable the security system on motorcycles that are equipped. We'll remove the clutch side saddlebag and the service cover to access the main fuse. Once you're done, you can remove the brake side saddlebag as well. Alright, let's take a minute to explain the bulkhead drilling template provided in the kit. We designed this to work below the rear mounting holes on both saddlebags. Now the template gives you the exact locations of your 6 mounting holes and the 2 bulkhead plugs. On our motorcycle, we have saddlebag lid speakers installed, so this process has already been completed. If you have a blank saddlebag, you can use the template to drill your bulkhead's opening. For help, you can refer to your P&A saddlebag speaker install, located under the Stage 3 saddlebag speaker kit on harleydavidson.com. We'll first remove the existing bulkhead on the brake side saddlebag. We'll start by using a T15 Torx to remove 6 outer screws and gently push it in and slide the bulkhead out, as well as any harnessing. Now we're ready to cut the subwoofer grille vent hole. We've included a cutting template that provides the exact location of where to drill and cut. This eliminates the guesswork and ensures proper alignment. To get started, you'll need to prep your saddlebag by using masking tape to protect your paint. Align the template to make sure it's flush with the bottom lip of the saddlebag, then tape it into place. Now use a 1/8 inch or .125 drill bit for the 2 pilot holes and secure it using the provided screws. Using a 1/2 inch or .5 drill bit, drill your 8 outer pilot holes. It's important to drill straight down instead of at an angle. Now use a reciprocating saw to cut your bag. Using the pilot holes will give you better control and accuracy for your cut. Stay tight to the outside. You want to be careful at the bottom by making your cut shallow as not to hit the saddlebag rail notch. Once the lines are cut, proceed to cut the tabs. Take your time because accuracy will alleviate excessive cleanup and ensure proper alignment of the grille. Finally, remove the tape and file down any irregularities or burrs. Test fit the grille to ensure a tight seal when mounting it to the bag. If you're an all-weather rider, we recommend drilling a small drainage hole in the bottom of your saddlebag to allow water to escape. Now you're ready to mount your subwoofer grille assembly. Start by using 70% or greater isopropyl alcohol and 30 to 55% distilled water to clean your saddlebag. Once the area is clean, carefully position the inner bezel in the saddlebag, making sure it's centered and sealed against the saddlebag wall. Then remove the 3M backing tape and stick it in place. Once that's done, you can snap the subwoofer inner bezel onto the tabs and click it into place. We've also included an inner block-off panel that attaches with thumb screws when your subwoofers are not installed. Now we need to get the amplifier ready to mount in the saddlebag. Start by installing the amplifier into the amplifier cover housing. Use the mounting post to assist with proper alignment, and use the provided screws to secure it to the housing. Once that's done, we can make our harness connection to the bottom of the amplifier. Next, we can mount the amplifier into the saddlebag. Start by aligning the assembly in your saddlebag using the eyelets and screw holes as guides. Hand thread the 6 provided screws, then secure them in place using an alternating pattern to ensure proper seal. Once the amplifier is mounted, route the wiring in the saddlebag. Position each of the provided rubberized wire guides in the proper location. Remove the 3M backing and install them into place. Please reference the eye sheet for proper placement. Once that's done, you can install the wiring into the guides and make your speaker connections. Now we're ready to remove the existing bulkhead on the clutch side saddlebag. Just like before, if you don't already have speakers installed, you can use this template in reverse to make your bulkhead holes. You can reference our P&A saddlebag speaker install located under Stage 3 saddlebag speaker kit on the Harley-Davidson.com website. To remove the bulkhead, use a T15 Torx to remove the 6 outer screws and slide it out of the bulkhead as well as any harnesses. Now we're ready to cut the subwoofer grill vent hole. To get started, you'll need to prep the saddlebag by using masking tape to protect your paint. Align the template to make sure it's flush at the bottom lip of the saddlebag. Then tape it into place. Now use a 1/8 inch or .125 drill bit for the 2 pilot holes and secure it using the provided screws. Use a 1/2 inch or .5 drill bit for your 8 outer holes. It's important to drill straight down instead of at an angle. Once again, use a reciprocating saw to cut your bag. Using the pilot holes will give you better control and accuracy for your cut. Stay tight to the outside. Once all the lines are cut, proceed to cut the tabs. Finally, remove the tape and file down any irregularities or burrs. Test fit the grill to ensure a tight seal when mounting it to the bag. Again, if you're an all-weather rider, we recommend drilling a small drainage hole in the bottom of your saddlebag to allow water to escape. Next, we can mount the subwoofer bulkhead into the saddlebag. Start by aligning the assembly in your saddlebag using the eyelets and screw holes as guides. Hand thread the 6 provided screws, then secure them in an alternating pattern to ensure a proper seal. Now we're ready to route the wiring in the saddlebag. Position each of the provided rubberized wire guides into the proper location. Remove the 3M backing and install them into place. Please reference the ice sheet for proper placement. Once that's done, you can install the wiring into the guides and make your speaker connections. Let's take a moment to talk about the secondary amplifier harness. Here we have the 16-way right saddlebag connector, the amplifier fuse holder, the A to B in and out connectors, audio out, and finally, the battery terminals have a long for positive and a short for negative. Our accessory amplifier harness with 12-way connector has an A to B that connects to the secondary amplifier harness, along with the expansion ports. Some ports are not used in this install. First, we'll attach the terminating connector on the A to B wire, then we'll attach the terminating seal plugs on both expansion ports. We'll make our A to B connection and finally insert the 40 amp fuse and attach the cover. This terminator is used for factory-equipped saddlebag speakers, which are not needed in this install. This is our left subwoofer harness. Here we have the 8-way connector attaching to the clutch side bulkhead, 6-way connector that attaches to the audio output on the secondary amplifier harness, and finally the 2-wire subwoofer detect that attaches to the brake side bulkhead speaker connector. Alright, now we're ready to lay out the secondary wiring harness. We'll start by removing the seat to get access to the center battery compartment. Using the ice sheet for guidance, we'll first route the audio out and A to B connectors. Then we'll route our bulkhead connector to the rear. Then we'll tuck our fuse holder inside the frame. Finally, we'll route our battery connections behind and up into the battery compartment. Now we'll connect our accessory amplifier harness to the mating 12-way connector under the seat. Be sure to completely attach the connector until it snaps into place. We'll also route our A to B communications appropriately and make the connection. Finally, we'll route the expansion ports to the side and tuck them away for future use. To install the left subwoofer harness, we'll start by detaching the fuse box and route the harness with the 8-pin connector down behind and toward the rear. Once you're done, reattach the fuse box to the motorcycle and zip tie the harness to the first 2 eyelets. Now, to get audio from the existing system, we need to swap the existing wires in the 6-pin to the new 8-pin connector. To get started, unlock the connector by pushing up the receptacle. Then, use a D-pin tool to detach the 2 wires from the 6-pin connector. Now we'll switch to the 8-pin connector and unlock it by pushing up the receptacle. Using the ice sheet as your reference, insert the D-pin tool and remove the seal plugs using a pair of needle nose pliers. Next, properly orient and insert the wires until they snap into place. Once that's done, you can lock the receptacle by pushing it down, then zip tying the harness to the last eyelet. Now we can finish connecting our subwoofer harness by attaching the audio connector to the secondary amplifier harness. Route the Subwoofer Sense harness under the frame and to the rear bulkhead. Alright, now we're ready to connect our Subwoofer Sense cable to the existing 6-pin speaker connector. Unlock the connector by pushing up the receptacle. Using the eye sheet as your reference, insert the depend tool and remove the seal plugs using a pair of needle nose pliers. Next, properly orient and insert the subsense wires until they snap into place. Once that's done, you can lock the receptacle by pushing it down. Finally, attach the harness to the frame's eyelets using the provided zip ties. Alright, now we're ready to make our battery connections. Refer to your service manual for accessing the battery compartment. Once you have access to the battery, disconnect the negative and positive battery terminals. Attach the long cable from the secondary amplifier harness along with the positive cable back into place. Then, insert the bolt into the short harness with the negative cable and secure it back into place as well. Finally, you can reinstall the cradle and clean up your wiring. Once you're done, reattach the seat, service covers, and fuse. Now we can reinstall the saddlebags. First, make all the bulkhead connections to your saddlebags and tighten up the quick releases. The saddlebag levers must be oriented toward the inside as the subwoofer enclosure wraps around them. Now that we have the saddlebags back on the motorcycle, we can finish up by installing your subwoofer enclosures. Slide the subwoofer enclosure into the saddlebag and insert the Deutsch connector until you hear it click into place. Once you're done, you'll need to see your local dealership to activate your subwoofer. As you can see, that install was very straightforward. If you have any questions or prefer a professional do the installation, please don't hesitate to contact your local Harley-Davidson dealership. Until next time, I'm Eric, and we'll see you again soon.